Hi guys. Okay, so we don't need anything other than yourself and a mat today. We're going to have a nice little focus on the inner thighs and core and finish off with some arms and shoulders as well. But let's start with a little bit of a warm up. So find your way over onto your mat. Kick off your Ugg boots if you're wearing them. And we'll start with a little bit of a hip flexor stretch going into world's greatest. So we want to pop the right leg forward. We want to tuck the pelvis right underneath us, really focusing on pulling the hip bones up towards the ribs. So we're getting a nice little sensation all of a sudden through that front of the hip, and then pressing into the front leg, into that right side. Let the right knee fall out. Really squeeze the bum, squeeze your glutes together, press into the hips and lift and tuck them up towards your rib cage. Really lengthening out through psoas, through all of your hip flexors, and then just backing it off. And let's go one more time. Tuck those hips, squeeze the glutes and press in. Good, and then back it off. And one more time. Tuck the hips, squeeze the glutes and press in. And then take those hands and place them to the inside of that right foot. Become active on that left leg if you like, or you can keep the knee down onto the ground. Reach and twist through that right arm. Take it up towards the sky and then follow through with the elbows. The elbow comes back down towards your mat. Reach it long towards the mat and then reach that arm back up towards the sky. Twisting through, driving up. Last one. And up, plant that left knee back onto the mat again, push the hips back, so now we're in a half split position, stretching out the hamstrings on the right side, pushing the hips back, pull the toe up towards the face on your right foot, and take your head down towards your knee. Relax the head and neck and shoulders, let the head flop down so that you can really get a good lengthening stretch through the back. Go right down deep into that glute. And then push forward, plant the right leg onto the ground and join me in a little Hindi squat in the middle. Good, little rock side to side, just warming up through the ankles. And then follow that twist over towards the left side. Drop down on the right leg and let's stretch out our hip flexors on our right side. So tuck the hips up towards the face, squeeze the bum as hard as you can, squeeze the glutes together, and then press into the hips. Pressing forward, squeeze the bum, lengthen through the front of the thigh, back it off, re-tuck those hips, squeeze the bum, pressing forward. And we've got last one. Squeeze the bum, squeeze the glutes, pressing forward. Beautiful. Take those hands to the inside of the feet, active on the right side. Leave the knee down on the ground if you want to. Reach up through the left arm, take it up towards the ceiling. And then reaching down through the elbow, take the elbow right down to the mat if you can, if you've got the range there, and then twisting back up and through. Just moving at your own pace here. Couple more. One, and then replant that right knee. Stretch backwards through the hips. Lengthen out through that left hamstring. Pull the toe up towards the face on the left foot. Take the head, shoulders, neck, everything down towards the knee. Release the neck. Push into the hips. Feel it through your glutes. And then once you're ready, join me on your bum. Let's get ready to work some abs. So from a seated position, legs out in front of you, just roll yourself down and onto your mat. We're going to start off with leg circles. So start with your left leg perfectly planted on your mat. Extend up through the right leg. We're going to drop that leg down through the center line of the body. You're going to sweep that leg as wide and as long out to the side and then bring it up to center. We're focusing here on just warming up the core, getting the TA activated, and making sure that we're keeping that left side perfectly isolated as we're circling the leg around nice and long. We want a little extra challenge here. You can lengthen out through that left leg. Keep the left leg straight and long and actually take the right leg right across that center line of the body. So we're making the circles even bigger, but we've got to make sure that we don't let go of the core here. 2 and 1. Bring it back up to center and let's reverse it. Sweep the leg out long to the side. Sweep it down and pull it back through. Feel free to add the breath, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth as you change directions. 3. Point that toe. 2. And 1. Replant that right leg down to the mat. Lift up through the left leg. Let's go onto that opposite side. I'm going to move out to a slight 45-degree angle just so I can clear the couch. You're going to sweep down through the center line of the body first. Sweep it out to the side, back in to the center and repeat. And once again, if we're after a little bit of an extra challenge, we take that right leg and we make it a nice straight position, circling the leg out and around. Making it even harder if you turn your palms up towards the ceiling. That way you're not bracing through those elbows and you're focusing on using the core the whole time. Sweep the leg across the center line of the body if the knee is straight. Let's go 2 more. Really warming up the legs, warming up the core. Last 1. Good. Bring it up to center and let's reverse it. Sweep it out to the side, across the center line of the body, back in and down. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 3, 2, and last one. Beautiful. From here, rebend your legs. Take your knees together and your feet together. So as I said, we are going to focus a lot on inner thigh today. So some of our abdominal work, we're going to focus on squeezing the knees and the feet together to really get that activation. Sweep the arms out and around behind the head. Elbows visible out through the corners of the eyes. We're going to start with just a straight abdominal curl up, lift and extend through the upper body. I want you to hold for 3, 2, 1, and then roll back down towards the mat. Lift and reach up to hold for 3, 2, 1, and then roll back down. So just find through. So I think one person might have their mic on. Feel free to turn it off. Lift and squeeze. Hold for 3, hold for 2, hold for 1, and then roll back down. Good. Just warming up the abdominals. Squeeze the knees together. Keep them tight. Lift and squeeze. Beautiful work. We've got 5 more. Lifting up. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Back down. And 2, 2, 1. Back down. Last one. And up. 1, 2, 3. Head and shoulders back down. Lift the legs up. Take the feet together, but the knees with a slight little gap in between them. Maybe enough for a fist to fit between them. You're going to lift and extend through the upper body, holding your upper body up nice and upright or as far as you can. You're going to push your feet away from your body. Legs go out straight and then bring them back in. So you're recreating that little gap between the knee. Push the legs out long, pull them back in. Out through the mouth as you push away, in through the nose as you bring them back in. If this is a little too hard for you or a little bit too much, feel free to drop through the head and shoulders. Otherwise, staying elevated. Feeling free to take the weight of the head in the hands, but not cranking on the neck. We got 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, good, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, really reach it out. Wrap your arms out and around over the top of the knees and just hug everything in nice and tightly. Beautiful. From here, we're going to lift up through the head and shoulders once again, either taking your legs to a tabletop position up to 90 degrees or down to 45. Arms long, we're going to get into some Pilates 100, just building up some more intensity through the core. Let's pump the arms for 1, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, and in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Looking good. Keep on going. Really using your breath. Can you lift even higher off the mat? Can you drop your legs even lower? The neck's getting a little sore and you need to just take one hand behind the head and just keep moving those arms, keep pumping the core down. We've got 3 more cycles, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Pull the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little bit of a rest. Feel free to circle those knees out and around. Single straight leg stretch is coming up next. We're going to continue to hold onto our right knee. Take the right hand to the outside of that foot and the left hand to the inside of the knee. Focusing on keeping those toes in line with each other. We're going to tug down twice, 1, 2, and then change, 1, 2. In, 1, 2, out, 1, 2. Looking good. For 3 and 2. Last one, guys. Beautiful. Relax the head down, relax the shoulders, re-hug those knees. We're going to go into a double straight leg stretch here. So we're going to lift up through the head and shoulders again. We're going to swoop the arms back as the legs go back as well. Then we're going to circle those arms around. Hug your knees in, hug your upper body in, come into a tight little ball. Reaching out, pulling around for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, Excellent. Let the head and shoulders relax down onto the mat. Extend out through your legs. Take the arms up above the head. We're going to come into an abdominal roll up here. So take the arms and move them so that they are in line with your shoulders. And then from here, using all of the strength in our core to lift our body up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then reaching forward, lengthening out through the hamstrings. Rolling yourself back, really testing the core into that C-sit position, rolling down. Lift the arms up before you come down any further. Continue to test. Come back down, roll it down each vertebrae. Come back down onto your mat. Hands tap overhead, then move them back through. Start with them straight above your shoulders. From here, we're squeezing up, no momentum, focusing on all of this movement coming straight from the core, and then reaching in, reaching over, stretch out the hamstrings. Lifting back, rolling back, C-sit that spine. Roll it down. When it gets challenging, lift the arms up and overhead, and then continue to roll back down, controlling that abdominal region. And then from here, one more time, you're going to come up so that the arms, no momentum, peel yourself up and off the mat, reaching forward, reach out through the hamstrings, rolling back down. C-sit, lift the arms, coming back through. This next time around, we're going to be coming into some V-sits. If you need to, pop one leg into a bent position and connect the sole of the foot down to the ground. So I'm going to do this both in single leg V-sit and also double. So from here, you're going to pass the arms back up to this start position. You're going to roll back through, and as you roll up, you're going to lift up through the upper body. Take the leg up into that nice V position. We're going to drop down slightly, squeeze back up, and then roll back down. So that is the single leg variation. If we're doing the double, both legs need to be out straight. You're going to come up, arms above you, peeling yourself up and off the mat, coming up to that beautiful V position where your back is straight, your spine is long. We're going to come down for a little crunch, lift back up, and then roll back down. Excellent, well done. Arms back up over the head, peeling yourself up and off the mat. Reach with those fingertips, reach with those legs. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Sit back, crunch it up. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and then roll it down. Excellent. Lovely control. We're going to do a couple more. If you're doing the single leg variation, stay on that one side. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Squeeze it up. Roll back down. 2, 3, 1. Good. You got 3 more to go. Take the arms back up overhead. Reaching up, lengthening out. 3, 2, 1. Crunch. Lift. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and roll back down. 2 more to go. Make sure you've changed to the other foot. Lifting up, squeeze those abdominals, hold that V-sit for 3, 2, 1. Crunch it down, lift it up, hold for 3, 2, 1. Roll it back down. Oh boy, these are getting hard. 1 more to go, guys. We've got this. Let's do it together. Lifting up, no momentum, squeeze the abs up and off the floor, lengthen out for 3, 2, 1, drop it down, test it out, hold for 3, 2, 1, and then roll back down. Beautiful work. Let's roll over onto our fronts. Let's give our tummies a little bit of a stretch. So while you're on your front, just reaching up into either full cobra or baby cobra, depending on how your lower back is feeling. You can also be down in this little sphinx shape as well. Beautiful, looking good, guys. All right, so we are going to be working a little bit through the inner thighs now. We want to come over onto our elbow, almost like we're about to do a side plank. So we want to have the elbow directly underneath the shoulder from here. This hand can be wherever you'd like it to be. It can be to the front just to help you brace. You're going to lift the top leg up and off the mat. And then with our bottom leg, it's the bottom leg that's going to be working. So we're going to try and lift it up and take it back down. So try and get the leg up as high as we can. Let's go. So just start moving through this position, pushing through the elbow to get yourself up and off the ground. Leg getting held nice and long. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the legs back down to the ground. We're going to lift both of them up together. So squeeze them tight. We're lifting and back down. Beautiful. Think about moving through your waist. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, control it back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Tuck your top leg behind you. So if you're working your, what's this, my left leg? My right leg. If you're working your right leg, it's the left leg that comes behind. And we're going to continue to push that inner thigh up towards the ceiling. Flex the foot through and drive it up. Should be feeling a little bit of a burn here. So just keep moving at your own pace. If you need to slow down the tempo a little bit, slow it down. Beautiful, looking good. Get that leg nice and straight, nice and long. Push through the heel. 5 to go. Push up out of the elbow. Don't collapse into the shoulder. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come right down onto your side body here. Take the ear onto the bicep and flop the top leg over the top of your working leg. Bring your arm back to the front so that you've got a little brace here. Stiffen up through the bottom leg. Flex the foot, and we're lifting again. Beautiful work. So you'll find that in this position you won't have the same range as before. That's okay. Looking good for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stiffen out those legs. Take them on top of each other now. Squeeze them tight and actually elevate them up, both up and off the floor. If you want to prop your head in your hand, you can, but just keep your body nice and straight. Stack those hips, and we're going to split the legs forward. One leg comes forward and then one leg comes back. Just nice slow beats here. Swimming on your side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's pick up the pace for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Bend those legs. We've got one last exercise before you flip over and work the other side. You're going to come down and onto your back here. We're going to take those legs up to the sky. We're going to split them apart and then bring them back in. So see how wide you can take those legs. Just finishing off that work through that inner thigh. One side should feel like it's obviously being worked. We're going to add in a little pulse. So you're going to come down, lift it up slightly, pulse and through. Down, up, pulse and through. So a little quarter rep here. For 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Come over onto your other side. I'm just going to quickly check the time. Skylar's moved my phone somewhere. Who knows where. All right, so come over onto your side. Let's start with being propped up onto our elbow, please. These ones are tough. Let's get them done. Leg up nice and high as you feel like you can hold it. Feel free to rock backwards slightly onto that left hip, and then we're lifting the leg up to meet the top. Lift and squeeze. It's definitely working the core as well. See if you can lift that top leg even higher. Give yourself a little challenge to get the foot up and in. Really reach it through. We're all going to be busting watermelons with our inner thighs by the end of today's session. That's it. Beautiful work, girls. But no, inner thigh strength is super important. Your adductors, your adductors help to move you through a really strong hip extension. So you are using a hip extension whenever you're moving, you're running, you're deadlifting. So the adductors are really important. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. I'm just going to have a little rest in. We're going to squeeze those legs in together. Double leg lift here. Let's lift them up. Take it back down. Lift up. Get those legs up as high as we can. I can see the shapes we're cutting, girls. It's looking good. Good. 5. Lift them up. 4. Higher, Jane. 3, 2, 1. Sensational. Drop it down. Take that back leg behind. Straighten out the bottom leg. Lift out of the shoulder. Lift and lower. Little inner thigh burn. All right, I'm officially sweating because the heater is turned up way too high in this room. Any sharp shooting pain through your pelvis is not good when doing inner thighs. Generally, sometimes that happens if you've had a baby or you are pregnant. So you do want to make sure you're not inflaming that situation. So it might mean you need to back off some of this inner thigh work. So let me know if you are feeling any of this pain throughout the workout. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Come down onto your ear. Let nice and long. Reach out through your toes, lifting up, coming back down. Oh, there's a bit of heat in them. Bit of spice. As I said, you go at your own pace. Definitely know my adductors are not that strong. but we will make them stronger. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Stick those legs together. From here, you can prop your head in your hands, split those legs apart, and change over to the other side. Try and keep your upper body nice and still as your lower body is moving. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's pick up the pace for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yoo. All right, roll yourself on your back. We've got our splits coming up on our back. So legs up into the air for me. Then we drive them apart. We pull them back together. Try and get your legs nice and straight. So if you are into Pilates, I am running Pilates tomorrow at 10. Yes, at 10. It is going to be prenatal focused, but that just means that I'm just going to be really light on the core. So tomorrow is going to have a good focus on upper body and also on glutes, which is why we haven't worked much glutes today. So don't be scared off if you want to do Pilates tomorrow and you see that it is prenatal. Just means I'm not going to be going crazy with the core. Let's add in the beat and back in. Beat it out, back in. Good. Doing great. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, they got hard. Beautiful work, girls. Let's come over onto our bum. So swivel yourself around onto your mat. We're going to finish off. We're going to finish off with some more shoulders, arms. So from here, I want you to finish. I want you to take your fingertips facing towards your bum and actually have them in so that they're relatively close. So we're going to be able to lean back into our shoulders and then roll forward and press ourselves up and through. So have a little play around with your hand position here so that you can get enough perch to drive yourself up. Obviously, we might need to use a little bit of core here as well. So a little tricep dip. Feel free to walk your arms further back once you get the hang of this movement. Really squeeze the arms in, drop them back in and down. Obviously, it's a little bit of a flexibility exercise as well, but as the shoulders open up, you'll feel like you can maybe walk your hands or you move your thumb a little bit further away from your hands as well. Tap the elbows, drive straight through. Let's go 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lifting up into a reverse tabletop. Drive the hips up and off the ground for me. And then from here, lengthen out through your legs. And keep holding. We're going to hold here for about 30 seconds, actually. So if you need to come back into tabletop, do so. Got another 20 seconds to go. Squeeze the hips, squeeze the glutes, lift the chest, lift the head. You are strong. We've got 10 seconds to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Face those fingers back towards your bum. Let's come into a couple of little dips. Feel free to just stretch your arms out in front if they're feeling a little bit pins and needly, being behind you and all. All right, so get the hips up off and off the ground. We're going to drop the bum down, bend the elbows back, and push through. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Roll yourself over. We're going to do some tempo tricep push-ups here. So we're going to come down and we're going to hold for 5 whole seconds before we push back up. So obviously you might need to be on your knees. For anyone feeling super strong, you can do these ones on your toes. We do need to be in a tricep position, so make sure that your hands are set up directly underneath your shoulders, that you spread your fingertips nice and wide. From a box shape here, you move your knees back 30 centimeters or so. You push your hips forward, and then we're ready to start. So elbows come down to the sides of the body. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we press our way back up. Good. Come down, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and press. Beautiful. Come down, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drive. Down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Halfway there. Keep going. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and press. Hang in there. We've got 3 to go. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it up. 2 more to go. Come down and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press long. 1 more. Hang in there. Let's do it together. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it back. Just come into a little puppy pose. So stretch through the chest, stretch through the shoulders. And then come down and over onto your front. And take the arms behind you. Beautiful. We're going to come into flight here. Such a good exercise for your triceps. I told you we were going to work them, and we are. So lift up through the head and shoulders. We're going to roll and peel those shoulder blades back. Open up through the palms. Sorry, I know you can't really see what my hands are doing. And then roll them back in as our head comes down to the mat. Lift, roll, open, come back in and down. Amazing. We're all looking so strong, girls. And back in. First lockdown workout, almost done. Lift and squeeze and roll them out. And back down. Roll it out. So good. 3 more. 2. Last one. And for those of you who know that I like flight, we're going to do it double time. So get some juice back in your arms. We're going to do 20 nice and quick. Get them up. Out for 1, out for 2, out for 3, out for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, the burn. The burn is real, huh? Coming up, coming into a couple of nice quick cat camels. Stretch it out through the shoulders. Take the head down. Reach through the middle part of your shoulder blades up towards the sky. And then breathe it out as you roll your chest out and through, looking up. Beautiful work, girls. Big breath in. Big breath out. Don't touch that. Sorry, small child back in room. Come over here. Right. Beautiful, girls. And then let's stretch out through the inner thighs. So what you're going to do is you're going to set yourself up. So one leg is going to extend out long on your mat. Come here, stretch with mama. That's it. So, and then the other leg is going to come behind you with the other toe. Keep the toe and the heel on the ground, and we're going to reach backwards through our hips. So if you keep the toe actually turned over in this stretch. That's it. Good stretching, Bubby. Yeah, you stretch too. How about you write in Mum's book? There you go. Beautiful. Stretching out, reaching back. Good. Feel free to add a little rock onto this as well. And then coming up, change over to the other side. Extend out through that leg. Make sure that this other back leg is straight behind you. You can be on the toe if you like. And then push backwards through those hips. Yes. He's going to sit on my head now. You're going to give me a kiss? No. Awesome. And then last stretch, let's stretch out through our triceps. So sit back onto your heels, take one arm up and over. What's in here? Yeah. Can I have a look? What did you do? Beautiful. Lengthening out and changing over to the other side. And then take the hands, big breath in, round through those shoulders, reaching forward. And then take the arms behind you, stretch out through the chest. Feel free to circle the neck out and around. And before everyone pops off, I might just take a quick selfie. I'm going to stop recording.